35192. Want to send a text? We'll get to the Poundcake Sports Break here in a moment. Guardians take 2 of 3 in that series against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Ended a little bit ago. 7-6, 5-4, something was the final. 7-4, I think was the final. So they'll start up tomorrow night, 1-4 against the Houston Astros, still here at home. 7:10 tomorrow night is your first pitch downtown here on MMS. Hey, Dick.
Hey, Alan. Hey, Bill. Hey, Mary. How you doing?
What's going on, Dick?
Oh, not much. I was telling Poundcake that I think, I don't know, this Beaver Creek Stummers, we've had 3 gigs in 2 weeks, and we've got jobs booked for Christmas and everything. I switched over a little bit from the mandolin to the little ukulele, and I can play a little bit of the guitar now, so I'm coming up in the world.
Are than
I was working.
Are 3 gigs in 2 weeks? Is that a lot?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So you got a full dance card?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, something I want to ask you guys. I don't want to be negative, but
yeah.
You give me the number of the Cleveland Browns, I'm going to complain that
6.
that quarterback doesn't need to be there.
Which quarterback?
Well, you don't got to worry about the NFL's going to take care of that, it seems like.
Dusty Green Beans? Who's the guy that they have?
Sean Watson.
No. The guy that's going to be in there.
Oh, Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett, which is my favorite cut of meat.
Yeah. But I just want them to do better. But I'm telling you, the Guardians are doing pretty good. Maybe they're going to make the playoffs. I'm surprised.
They might even win the division.
Might even win the division, Dick. Can you imagine? Oh, my God, can you imagine? There will be partying and celebrating in the streets of Kettering, Beaver Creek, and Dayton.
Yeah, where's Mary? Is she on vacation?
No, she's right here.
Oh, can I talk to her a minute?
Yeah, of course.
Elbow to fist.
Okay.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, Mary. How are you?
Open mouth.
How are you?
Open mouth.
Okay. Oh, I hope she comes back here again, Alan and Bill.
Back door, which is the door that everybody uses.
Hey, I'm going to be...
Yeah, I know, but you were a hit down here, Mary.
Am I supposed to strap it to my face?
No.
Dick, I'm going to be in Cincinnati this weekend at Go Bananas.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. But I wanted to give my 2 cents worth in. Love you guys deeply.
Deeply?
Have a good day.
Informer, you know, say that I'm a stormy, I go blam.
Licky, 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 boom, doom, down.
Take the man that say that I'm a stormy, slam somewhere down the lane.
Licky, 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 boom, doom, down.
He seemed disappointed that Mary wasn't here in person.
He likes Mary
He
a lot.
didn't want to play along. Well, Mary, he gave her that, you'll recall, he gave her that parking lot concert. Mm-hmm. It's very exciting.
Let me see it. Let's see that beautiful thing. Wow.
And then he reached into his trunk and grabbed his mandolin.
Hey.
Hey-o! Hey-o!
That's why your name's on the show.
Let's see that.
That's right.
Let me see it. Let's see that beautiful thing. Wow. Give us a little something.
Got to be a joke, right? I mean, how? That to me is that's the cognitive dissonance I have. He's like, oh, we got these. He's got to be buried in the back of whatever band he's in, right? They don't even have him plugged in, and he doesn't know it. He's playing along.
I think he's a leader.
That's what I thought. That's certainly how he presents himself. 3 gigs in 2 weeks.
It's a lot of gigs.
Guess so. Indeed. Poundcake, are you ready for the sports break?
Yes, I am.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you positive?
Pretty sure.
Are you certain?
Pretty certain.
100.
99.
Play ball! This is a Poundcake
In the headlines today, I love hearing about locker room mayhem between teammates, and this week Vernon Maxwell didn't disappoint. Vernon told a story on a podcast about how he tried to stab Hakeem Olajuwon after an altercation over a game. Vernon says Hakeem started it by slapping him in the face, then a chair was thrown, glass was broken, and the police were called. The stab Vernon took at his teammate had little to no effect. Apparently, he said the knife was too small and he had to grab Olajuwon. Also wishing happy birthday to the GOAT, Tom Brady, who is 45 years young today, and no one is more deserving of cake than this guy. And he also got a birthday cake, too. His Buccaneers teammate, I hope I'm not butchering this, Leopold Fournette, got him a custom...
What? Leonard Fournette.
Leopold Fortnite.
It's Leopard. What? Okay, sorry.
You got it from a wrong site. Leonard Fournette.
Got a custom goat cake. This thing is ridiculous, and the details in the frosting are top notch. I hope you enjoy your birthday, Tom. And I know you're going to get sick of people saying "bah," but we love you, and you earned it. And lastly, special announcements for those of you who love Slam Ball. It's coming back, baby. The founder of Slam Ball, Mason Gordon, announced that it will return for their 2023 season. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Slam Ball, it is basketball, football, and MMA, all while on a trampoline. So if you're looking to injure yourself in a new creative way, you'll have your chance pretty soon. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes this Poundcake Sports Break.
Play ball! This is a Poundcake Sports Break!
I think I'm going to add Leopold Fortnite to my list of aliases when I'm checking into hotels.
I think you should.
What was the Hakeem Olajuwon joke? Because you loved it, but I think I missed it.
He had to go get a larger knife.
Yeah, I was setting something up, and
It's awesome.
A larger one. Pretty good. By the way, when we were on, we didn't go to every boardwalk, obviously. We were in Jersey. We went to Seaside, which is the Jersey Shore one. Jersey Shore TV show. And then we went to Point Pleasant. And they have, all of the booths selling shirts and things. So many Hakeem Olajuwon jerseys.
Really?
I'm like, this dude hasn't played basketball in 15 years.
They probably have them left over. But he's an awesome player, like an all-time great. But that's a weird one because he hasn't played in probably 20 seasons.
Wow.
Like it's been a long time.
He got drafted in the mid-'80s, so I'm like, this guy has not been...
He probably retired at like around 2000, 2002, maybe at the latest.
Yeah, they had all these Houston Rockets. He was the Rockets, right?
Yeah.
Houston. I mean, I know he played for Toronto, but I was like, if you want to impress me, show me a Toronto Hakeem jersey. But I was like, why all the Olajuwon jerseys? But you're probably right. They probably just had him there for 20 years. Man.
Yeah, 2002 he retired.
Okay.
He was good. You know his nickname, Poundcake?
I do not.
Hakeem the Dream.
Oh, you know what? I did read
pride
that in
of
the article.
Lagos.
Yeah, I did read
Nigeria.
that article.
You read the article where they call him the Dream?
Yeah, because he said he tried to stab the Dream, and I was thinking like the producer. I was like, show it right there's a 10. I was like, wow, why is he trying to stab the Dream too? He's trying to stab everybody.
He tried to stab the Dream, the producer.
That's what I thought.
You're like, don't stab the Dream. He needs to help Beyonce put another hit out.
That's right.
You're really about to be a single lady now without a producer. Wow.
Love versus money. Don't kill that guy.
Olajuwon.
Mystical, by the way, arrested again for rape. This guy cannot... What is his problem? Set up. The guy was in jail for sexual assault. He can't control himself.
But I feel like after you've been in jail for once for rape, you learn your lesson. And then,
but you don't.
But like
they arrested him again.
Man. I don't think people learn their lesson.
But I feel like
I think sexual predators are sexual predators.
If you are a rapey guy, you're a rapey guy.
Okay, but listen, don't you think because your credibility is ruined after you've been to prison for rape?
It's not about anything other than you want to control.
Let's see what he's got to say.
All right.
Your credibility is ruined after you've been in prison for rape. If you want to, even if you wanted to turn your life around and not rape people anymore, and you find a gal that you might like, all she has to do is say, he raped me. And people are automatically going to believe her because you already have that stain on you. So I need to see the evidence. I'm not going to jump to it just because TMZ posted it. I want to see the evidence.
It's not TMZ. They arrested him. They found like meth on him or something.
Well, who's doing the raping?
This guy.
Mystical.
Yes.
Well, who's doing the raping?
What were his songs? I don't know Mystical.
Oh, God. He had, what were the Mystical songs?
Is he like a 2000s guy? Like
he kind of. He's from New Orleans. I mean, so he was like kind of big in that, yeah. But he already went to jail for this. Like, every 10 years, Mystical gets popped for rape or false imprisonment or something. You know, he's always... I mean, you want to talk about somebody who's like walking the walk. I guess that's him. But he had to register as a sex offender. When he spent 6 years in prison for sexually assaulting his hairstylist. Who has a hairstylist and still looks like Mystical?
And it's
just braids.
And it's hard to go to prison for sexual assault. That's why everyone always complains that, why don't they try and lock him up? Because it's hard. So he actually had to have some hardcore evidence. There had to be witnesses. There had to be like some DNA tests being done to be locked up for rape for 6 years. Man.
He asked this in the most recent one. He was...
For the third time he's been arrested for rape.
Yeah. He said that a woman stole $100 cash from him. So he punched her, choked her, pulled the braids out of her head, took her keys and her phone. He cash apped himself the money he said she stole from her phone. And then let the woman go. So that he got charged with rape, attempted rape, false imprisonment, all
she
kinds
lied
of stuff.
on him. He just
lied on him.
He physically assaulted her. There was no sexual stuff involved.
First-degree rape is the first charge. False imprisonment, domestic abuse battery. You think he just wants to punch her and keep her pants up? Rape is a crime of violence, not sex. So this guy, he's a rapey dude. They found every drug on the planet in his house, you know.
Before we go to break, can you play that sexual or domestic abuse song by that one girl who made the Bill song?
Yeah. Bill?
Can you squeeze that in before we go to break in 10 minutes?
I know, but
it was called spousal abuse, wasn't it?
My spousal abuse.
Yeah, Peggy Lee. Who was that? Peggy Scott Adams. Spousal abuse. God, I forgot about that.
I didn't forget about it because you reminded me.
Yeah. I'm going to have to find that Bill song again because I don't think I have that.
All the gems that I've gotten, like I got the Muscle Bitch song stuck in my head from this show.
Open the door, baby, it's me. Come on, baby, open the door. I know you hear me out here.
Man, I'm not letting you back in here to hurt me.
I don't think there's any cursing in this, but I'm going to, Peggy Scott Adams, who I think is dead. Her album is called Contagious, featuring the controversial hit song Spousal Abuse. Why would that be controversial?
Because it's spousal abuse.
But that seems very widespread.
Like you always do. You're scaring the children. I'm calling 911.
You better open the door.
By the way, if you're unfamiliar with Peggy Scott Adams, her songs are very literal.
Very.
Yeah, she's like a female
storyteller.
Storyteller.
She's a storyteller.
I'm leaving this man, and I'm going today. Soon as he goes to work, I'm going away. I've been trying to hold on, but it ain't no use. I can't take no more of this spousal abuse.
That make you happy?
Yeah, thanks. I don't have to go home and watch R. Kelly now. That was my fix for the day. That's all I need. Just a little smidge. That's all I need.
Vin Scully died, by the way. I had to ask Poundcake earlier today if he had Vin Scully dying in the Poundcake sports break. Vin Scully, who retired some years ago, but he's 94. He announced for the Dodgers when they were the Brooklyn Dodgers. Like, if you're a Detroit Tigers fan, you know the name Ernie Harwell because he was like the Harry Carey of Detroit. Ernie Harwell was with the Detroit Tigers so long, but he was with Brooklyn before that. That's how old Vin Scully is. Vin Scully replaced Ernie Harwell with the Brooklyn Dodgers. He spent 67 years calling Dodgers games. So Brooklyn Dodgers, then the LA Dodgers. He a legend in baseball, Dodgers land. Called the 86 World Series with the Red Sox and the Mets.
The winning run is at second base with 2 out, 3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh God, was that the Buckner? Was that in the World Series? The Buckner ball that went between his legs? Remember Bill Buckner, famous for having? Was that the World Series?
That was the World Series, yeah.
Oof.
Because I think that was the first time the Red Sox were in the World Series since whatever it was, like 1918 or whatever.
He had been Vin Scully had been in the Baseball Hall of Fame for 40 years, for a long, long time, right?
That had an insane career.
Yeah, around for a very long time. Joe Buck talking about Vin Scully right before the World Series a couple of years ago, before the Dodgers won.
It's impossible to not think of the 92-year-old Vin Scully, the greatest to ever do it. Started with the Dodgers in 1950, retired 4 years ago. 67 years of his life he poured into the Dodger organization, and you know he's watching and rooting.
Mm-hmm. So all kinds of people obviously paying tribute to Vin Scully with just clips of his amazing calls. Now, there's a guy that works for this company. His name's Clay Travis. You might hear him sometimes. We air these iHeart Sports breaks, and you'll hear Clay Travis because he's sometimes a sports guy. I think the company hired him because he's a sometimes sports guy. But he's also one of the 2 guys that they hired to replace Rush Limbaugh. So he does this weird dance, I guess.
Were they replacing him by weight?
No, they just needed 2 separate. They needed 2 full humans to have the same amount of right-wing hooey.
Yeah.
So Clay Travis is one of the guys that they have that replaced Rush Limbaugh. Here's what everybody's talking about Vin Scully in baseball, right?
Right.
Here's what Clay Travis posted. This was his tribute to Vin Scully.
Socialism failing to work as it always does, this time in Venezuela. You talk about giving everybody something free, and all of a sudden, there's no food to eat. Anyway, 0-2.
Do you know how hard you have to dig to find Vin Scully talking about socialism?
If you're Clay Travis, you've had that one in the book.
In the chamber for a long
ready
time.
to go. You had that one bookmarked.
Yep. I need some right-wing nonsense from some 90-year-old. You think everybody else would go, Vin Scully, one of the greatest to ever do it, blah, blah, blah. Not Clay Travis.
Well, Clay Travis says this is why I think he was one of the greatest to ever do it.
But it's got nothing to do with... That's where the right-wing nonsense supersedes his love of baseball. Is Vin Scully talking about socialism?
He's saying this guy... He loves this guy on multiple levels. Yes, he's a great broadcaster.
Yeah.
But he also... sucks it to those libs.
Right. Yeah. Hey, Vin, what kind of public subsidies do you think the Dodgers were getting, buddy? Corporations love socialism. What are you talking about? Rich people get tax breaks. They never call that socialism. That's what it is.
He can't hear you now.
Right. In heaven.
Where I'm pretty sure, I think heaven's pretty socialist.
Yeah. The gains are always for the private sector. The losses are always for the... Capitalism is for the poors, by the way. Venezuela. Here's Vin Scully talking about Venezuela and socialism. Venezuela's like that perfect example of like your aunt on Facebook who doesn't know anything about economics. Loves talking about Venezuela and socialism. Vin Scully calling the World Series. Joe Buck doing tributes. Here's my take. Here's what I love about Vin Scully.
Socialism failing to work as it always does.
Yes.
As it always does.
There you go.
Hey, you know what, though? The guy was 94 years old. He's seen a lot of things.
He's seen a lot of things. Yep.
Got to give it to him.
There you go. He saw Chavez do his thing, and yeah, why not? But you got to do a deep dive, boy, to find that.
You talk bad about Chavez, straight to jail. And Vin Scully goes down there, straight to jail.
Yeah. So, anyway, a lot of people offering their tributes and accolades to the late Vin Scully, who did it for as long as anybody can do it, right? If you can have an entire career doing what you love, good for you. I got to take a break. If you want to text for something, 35192. You can listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.